just fell over and like cracked their head like in the middle of our set, and there was just like a massive pool of blood on the floor.
What was the question again? I always think with bands, just to dodge the question, that it's just a combination of the people that are in it, and so with that in mind, it surprises me in a way that more bands aren't completely different, because it's like a chemistry set, and you put two people together and you get, it's like a chemistry, that's 5 words set, like a chemistry set.
Perfect. In about 2013, end of 2013, I wrote this piece of music and I sent it to Nick because we'd played before. I used to be in a band called Hello Hello, and we kind of knew each other from playing our bands, playing together and stuff like that, and Nick had played some synths for Hello Hello before, and I kind of thought I wanted to start a new thing. So I had started something with some banjo, and then I sent it to Nick, and he sort of did the kind of like the choruses and added some more stuff to the song, and that's kind of how it started.
Yeah, Hello Hello sort of came to an end, and I was at a loose end at the time as well, and I think even before Hello Hello had finished, and I was in a band called Peoples, before that had sort of gone on a hiatus, I guess. I think we had actually said to each other once when we were like at a show that it'd be good to do something together, and so it was in the back of our minds, and then that was the best time to do it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Actually, I was thinking about this today when I was walking somewhere, probably to rehearsal, but a name came because I wanted to choose something that was sort of like vaguely connected to my sort of Southeast Asian like heritage, because I'm sort of mixed. Sometimes people can't really tell, or it's quite vague, or I get mistaken more often for being like East Asian. And I was also liked how I really liked Yellow Magic Orchestra and how they played with their sort of East Asian identity. So that for me, that's kind of where Bamboo sort of came from. Something that was, but you still really like the name. I'm not sure how much I like the name now, because sometimes I think it's maybe too vague. And also there's a pop star in the Philippines called Bamboo, so we quite often get mistaken for him, which is funny because I'm Filipino, but and I used to listen to his old band, but
Who were also called Bamboo.
no, he's called Bamboo. His old band's called River Maya. That's the band that I used to listen to. I never listened to Bamboo. I used to listen to River Maya, but yeah. So that's kind
There were a few options who I remember, and
Yeah.
we sort of went with Bamboo because it's one word,
Yeah.
and sort of it's easy to
yeah.
put in the artwork and stuff.
I don't know if that's that or not. Well, I think this is true for both of us, but I say Kate Bush, which is like everyone says that, but I started listening to her because my dad was into her, so I started listening to her when I was like, I don't know, 11 or 12 or something, and I sort of like the sort of storytelling elements of her music, and I don't know, I like how she sort of, each song has its own kind of world, and I feel like though her music has an overall feeling to it, each track can be quite like completely different, and she's sort of not afraid to sort of do all kinds of, be all like really silly and ridiculous, and I'd say that's definitely influenced me a lot with what we do in like Bamboo and the kind of sort of like the last album that we did before Daughters of the Skies was kind of like almost like a concept kind of album, and that kind of telling fantastical kind of like maybe stories or like telling like a story through someone else's eyes or something like that. I kind of like how she does that a lot with her music. So
I think also, like for me, like playing keyboards, whenever I was a kid I learned to play like all of her songs on the piano. And I also, whenever I was a baby, it was 1975, and my mum and dad would watch Top of the Pops every week, and there was this like thing that it was this program I didn't even know was Top of the Pops at the time, and at the end of it, something really weird would happen every week, and I was quite frightened of it, and so I'd go behind the sofa. It was sort of like this dark image of people with long hair sort of staring at you and then all moving around the screen.
Are you talking about Queen?
It was Queen. It was the Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh my god, you know what? I like the way you sort of gradually build that up, and then it's like, and I was like, I have to say, that was probably a big influence as well when I was a child. Freddie Mercury and Queen, and that sort of like that his way of singing and like his sort of big powerful voice,
and also the fact that he looked beautiful and he wore makeup. And I think as when I was a child, I sort of because I mean I was a child in the 70s, and there was so much sort of it was quite weird, I think, maybe for a toddler to watch like Wizard and like Queen and like Sparks, all of this stuff. I mean, I didn't really know what was going on. I certainly wasn't like into music as a 2-year-old, but I think it all went in there, and I think that's probably why I do quite like weird music and stuff that isn't boring.
Queen. It's all about Queen, isn't it?
Yeah.
Queen.
I went to see S last night, which I would recommend.
Yeah.
And there's also this band called Katie and Nick, which is good as well. I don't know who Nick is, but Katie's from S.
I'm trying to think of current stuff that I've been listening to. I really like Rattle. Went on tour with them recently, and also like Dog Chocolate and Posy and Rosie Plain. Charismatic Megaphone, who are playing with tonight, really good.
PC World is really good.
Playing a band called Trash Kit, and we went on tour for Upset the Rhythm's 15-year anniversary, and we played with Robert Sotelo, and he's been touring with a new sort of lineup, and that's really good. He's got like him singing, and he has sort of a backing track, just playing off his phone with some extra vocals and like some synth and stuff, but then he's got like a tuba player, a clarinet player and a saxophonist, and it's really, really good. That's really, I'd definitely try and catch that live. Yeah.
I was used to play in a band called Peepholes, and it used to really, really annoy me no end that presumably, although I'm an older man myself, presumably older men would review Peepholes and always mention either Joy Division or Susie and the Banshees, which is just got nothing.
But they're not
to do
terrible though. They're not terrible.
Yeah, but I mean,
Trash Kit always get compared to Foals.
right.
Yeah, you know what? Rachel Aggs told me that. I don't think it's Trash Kit. I think it's either Shocking or Sacred Falls got compared to the Red Hot Chili Peppers. So, Bamboo. I don't think I've heard anyone. Has anyone? I don't think anyone said anything to me that was like that. I thought was all terrible. I've never had a bad comparison actually so far.
We've had a few comparisons to the old person like Kate Bush and things like that.
Yeah, but
and
we
it's
like
fairly
Kate Bush.
cliched, but we both we love Kate Bush. So.
It was with Jack and when Mo was playing with us, and we played it in Leeds in the Brudenell Social Club, and it was 2 gigs that got fused together. So 2 promoters, the place that we were supposed to play at, something had happened there, so we couldn't play there. So Jem, who was promoting our show, and Nathan, who from Brudenell Social Club, they sort of combined forces, and so it was us, and then the first guy, I can't remember his name, but he There's a guy that was playing, and he was on our bill originally, and he was really cool. He was like playing with
he was brilliant.
Yeah, he had like a sort of massive synthesizer thing he'd all patched up and stuff. Yeah, and he was like using microphones and holding them up to the PA and like kind of like using sort of like, I don't know, sending the sound back into the, I don't know, it's hard to explain. So that was great, that was really cool. And then the headline band, who were the this band that were like something out of a Robert Rodriguez film. So they were from somewhere in LA, I think.
Were they wearing sombreros or something, or have I?
No, they weren't wearing sombreros. Though that's probably quite offensive. They were like wearing sort of. I think they were probably sort of. Some of them were like Latin American, because I'm not sure. It was kind of like rock, a bit like Santana. They were all wearing like black, outfits, wearing like black leather. What's it called? Waistcoats, like big black sort of like hats. Just looked like something out of a film. And they were really, I mean, they were amazing, but it was just really, it was just like really bizarre. It was just like a really weird lineup.
There would be one member of the audience that would have chosen to go to both
gigs. Yeah, so that was just very surreal. It was
what do you call that? Carjacking? What do you call it?
Hijack.
When you put one half of a car against the other one, that's illegal. It was like that in gig format.
Yeah. That was quite surreal.
I played a surreal gig, and again, I'm sorry to keep going back to People's. We need to play more weird gigs. No. But I played a gig with People's where we were playing, and there was a roller disco in front of us. But the really weird thing was next door. It was really good actually, and I shouldn't just say it was weird. It was quite weird though. It was like sort of a conceptual art piece. This was in Dunkirk. And there was this sort of elderly man who was like pulling bits of. He had a bunch of string in his hand, and he was just sort of doing that and like laying the string around him in a circle and whimpering, looking really high pitched. It was so plaintive.
When I was playing in Hello Hello, we went on this tour with this French band called Reveil, and one of them. The bass player got his bass stolen when we were just leaving the venue. Some people were helping us to load out, and these young kids just took his bass. It wasn't his bass, it was his girlfriend's bass. But luckily, because it was a really small town, we kind of threatened to call the police, and the people that put on the show sort of had an idea of who it might be, and they sort of told the people, so we managed to get it back in the end. Can't think of anything.
This is terrible, but I have yet another People's story.
That's fine.
But it's not a particularly exciting story. But me and Kat decided that we were in Nantes, probably doing the same festival you were talking about.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
But we decided that we'd leave really early and walk to the airport, and we got lost. And it was just that situation where you left yourself sort of 3 hours or something, but then those hours were slowly ticking away. Hang on, we've got an hour and a half and we're lost. And then we couldn't even find a taxi rank, and I was going into like shops and like trying to sort of get phone numbers and stuff. I think this was the days before either Kat or I had a smartphone as well and all of this sort of thing. But yeah, we actually managed to get there with like 10 minutes until the flight, and it was delayed thankfully, so we were fine in the end. But that was like so stressful.
I went on tour. This is a tour that I was talking about earlier, Upset the Rhythm, and it was Trash Kit and Sawn Youth did the whole of the 5 dates, and Rich from Sawn Youth broke his foot like the second to last day.
I thought you were going to say
jumping
second
off the
to last
stage.
foot.
So that's a tour. That's not my personal tour disaster, but I think he's on the mend now though. But yeah, that is a. He managed to play drums, and he managed to drive back to London after I called it. Trooper.
out on June sometime, and it's called Daughters of the Sky, and it's our third album, and I guess I think we sort of pretty much started working on it about 3 years ago. And then we sort of did the last one, The Dragonflies Away, like during this one. But then like a lot of it was recorded like 6 months ago. And yeah, I think personally I think it's it's such a cliche, but it's the best thing we've done. I think it's kind of like, it's sort of like the things that we do, this is kind of widened the sphere. So the poppier stuff is more poppy, and the longer, weirder stuff is more so. So yeah, we kind of allowed, I think we sort of took more time to play around with the arrangements and so on and get it right. Get it sounding good as well. And we've done. So we've got a single out called Weeping Idols. We shot a video in the Giant's Causeway in Northern Ireland. Don't know if you've ever been. It's lovely.
You're on the tourist board for Northern Ireland.
It's very good. But don't pay 20 quid because
you
the
don't have to
National
pay.
Trust,
you can go there for free. You don't have to pay.
Yeah, the National Trust make it sound like you have to pay 20 quid. You don't. Anyway, we got up about 5:30 in the morning to go and film there. It was lucky that we did, because we spent about 2 hours filming.
Yeah.
And by the time we'd just about got enough, this guy in high vis, who was really nice, came over to us and said, "Look, we're meant to have a permit." And plus this busload of tourists kind of arrived, and so there was just like everyone was obviously on the stones that we wanted to be on. So it was lucky that we got there as early as we did. And then we went to another little castle ruin and filmed some more stuff there. So it's quite an epic video.
Yeah, Jack, who plays drums with us, he made the videos.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.